What's the difference in complication when you're buying a house with multiple people? So if it's a partnership, maybe an investment property, what's the difference there?
That happens a couple of different ways. They're both going to be on the purchase contract, so it's a couple, and that's fine. Like from the government's perspective, they kind of treat that as just one person. The variation of that is if you have two completely distinct individuals who aren't legally bound to each other. If friends decide they're going to buy something, they can just buy it and put both their names on the property. The banks will not like it if it's just like you and a buddy are trying to buy a house together that you're going to own together and live together. That's really, really uncommon. But I think the basis of your general question, though, is like, all right, like how do people like come together and buy something? And so there's a couple different ways. Usually they'll form an LLC. So with an LLC, it's a limited liability company. And so you're basically, from the government's perspective, creating a new legal entity. And that legal entity will be jointly owned by you and whoever else you're working with. When it comes to taxes, the government taxes the LLC, not the individuals involved. Beyond that, you get into like C Corps and things like that, but that's a lot less common when you have like individual investors. Most of the time, they're doing things via an LLC. Usually problems arise. Partners don't get along. One partner ends up doing way more work than the other, like the other two or three. We had one instance where it'd been like 8 months, and eventually, around tax time, we had one of the partners reach out to us saying that they'd never been paid and had no idea if money was coming in or not, and like wanting to know all these details. And then we just realized, like, okay, like kind of a bad partnership. But unless you have two people that really know what they're doing, like there's a really good relationship, they're buying a really solid asset. Short of that, I would avoid it.